If you could go back in time and talk to your 25-year-old self, 1945, what advice would you give to her?
I would never get married when I was so young, because what the hell was my hurry? Don't do that, because that's stupid. That's what it is. You could be in the wrong place at the wrong time, you're finished. It'll always be like this. Could've, would've, should've, it's over. It's all up here. It's how much you want it. If you want to be depressed, and if you want to cry, go to the...
Today, I'm in New York City, asking a 105-year-old some of life's deepest questions. Jeanette is the oldest person I've ever interviewed. She was my current age in 1920 when the Second World War ended. She has lived over 10 decades and has one of the most interesting perspectives on life. She walks to her community home every day, still dances, and is extremely mentally sharp. At 105 years old, she is one of the wisest individuals we are blessed to have with us on the planet. And I can absolutely guarantee that her advice today will blow your mind. How old are you?
How old am I? 105.
What is your date of birth?
February 2nd, 1920.
February 2nd.
Figure it out.
1920. I'm not figuring. It's just,
Figure
that's
it
a
out.
long time
Figure
ago.
it out.
What does it feel like to be 105?
Your feet hurt more. Your eyes bother you. You become a little deafer.
I've never interviewed someone who's 105. You know, usually people are around the 100 mark, but you've lived 5 years past the 100 mark. What do you think is?
Yeah.
What do you think is the reason why
I'm surprised I'm living this long, but I'm here, and I'm glad I'm here.
Would you say you feel your age?
It has its good points. It has its points. You take it as it comes. Each age leaves its mark. I didn't do anything special. I always ate good, because I'm not a junk eater. I'm a good eater. I'm a pretty good sleeper. One thing I used to do, which I stopped, but I did it, I used to smoke. And now I tell the kids, don't do that, because it's going to do something with your lungs. Because I have a little problem with my lungs. And once it does something with your lungs, you're finished. Your lungs will never clear up, never. But how do you tell these smart aleck kids? They're walking, look, I'm so grown up, because they're stupid. That's what it is. But of course, when you're young, you're not that smart.
Okay, where do you think most people go wrong then? Because a lot of people don't live to 105 or 100 or even 90.
Well, it's not up to them.
But where do you think people go wrong in not being able to live to the point you're at and also feel the way you feel?
Well, people have nothing to do with it. But it's not up to you how long you're going to live. There's no secrets.
But you still
You know, there's a book, and your whole life is written in the book. How long you're going to live, what kind of life you're going to live. In other words, your whole life is mapped out for you. That's why people could be on a sidewalk. A car will go on a sidewalk and kill them. They're on a sidewalk, and a car, it happens. So it really doesn't depend on you. It depends on the book. I'm going back to the book. You have nothing to do with it. People die in their sleep. Some people are in and out of hospitals. It has nothing to do with you, how long you're going to live.
One of the best life lessons I've learned after all of these interviews is that the quality of your life is determined by the decisions you make every day. Now, after I film interviews, I love going home and having peace of mind. So I have been using Opera Air Browser, the sponsor of today's video, recently because it has simple and intuitive features that help you be more mindful and present. You have over 20 soundscapes available designed to enhance relaxation, creativity, and focus, which I've been listening to whenever I'm scripting my questions. If you're feeling drained from long screen time, the Take a Break feature helps with stretching, meditation, and breathing exercises to boost your well-being and productivity. And every day I get a burst of inspiration when I open my browser and see a daily quote that really helps me stay in a positive mindset. You can try Opera Air Browser's features for free just by clicking the link in the description. All right, back to the video. How do you live a happy life? Would you say you're happy right now?
Yeah.
What makes you happy?
Because what makes me happy? People make me happy. I love people. People love me.
Can you tell us what your childhood was like?
Oh, my childhood. Well, I was born. It was so different years ago. When I was a kid, what you call fun, we used to be in the street, jump rope. That to us is called fun. The simplest things we called fun. It was simple life, very simple, because people had nothing.
What do you think people were nicer back then than they are
Yes,
today?
I think so. I think they were kinder to each other, which is a big loss. It's a big loss. Because people need people, because you can't live alone. If you live alone, you'll drive yourself crazy.
Do you think the world was safer back then than it is today? The world? Do you think it was
safer
safer?
than it is today? No. Today the kids have guns. When did you ever hear a kid having a gun or a knife? Never. You have it today. It's a different world. Is it a better world? I don't know. It's a tougher world. It is. It's tougher. You could be in the wrong place at the wrong time. You're finished.
It was not like that before.
No.
So you want to hear something crazy?
Yeah.
When the Second World War ends, this is 1945, right? You're 25 years old. I'm 25 years old. So you're my age when the Second World War ended.
I know my brothers were in the army. In fact, I used to show pictures. There they are with a gun, which made my mother very happy. Showing her son is with a gun. I shoot you, you're going to shoot me.
Yeah. What was the world like back then? Were people nervous and pessimistic? I mean, think of the Great Depression, then there's the war. Were people pessimistic?
There was nothing like a depression.
Were people worried about the future?
They wanted the war to end, that's for sure. Especially if you have sons.
Yeah.
And the sons were in the army. And my brother's in the army. My mother was so afraid that they would die. If you want to be depressed, and if you want to cry, go to the vet's hospital. One of my sister-in-laws was a vendor, so she took me to the vet's hospital. Wounded soldiers without legs, without arms. Where they lay like this, and they wait for someone to come to see them. They were healthy before they went into the army. You had legs, you had arms. If you can't do anything for your country, they put you in a hospital. We fought for the country when you're strong, but what happens when you're not? Then what happens? They forget about you?
Yeah, it's very sad.
It's sad. It's not good at all.
People are worried about the future today. I'm imagining people were worried about the future when you were young.
It'll always be like this.
How do we not worry so much about the future and try to enjoy more of the present?
That's very difficult. You can't keep worrying about everything. What is tomorrow going to bring? You don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. You don't know. It's the people. The people can make life better, make a world better, or they can make it worse. It's all up to the people.
What do you think we can do to make the world better, like on an individual level?
Treat people the way you want people to treat you. That's the only advice. It's the only thing. I don't want to hurt you. You may not love me, but it's okay. But don't hate me. I give you no reason to hate me. I give you no reason to love me, but I'm not giving you any reason to hate me. Yeah. I'm just a person like you're a person.
Yeah. This journal has a lot of self-reflection questions in it.
Okay.
And I like asking people these questions.
Okay, ask away.
Okay. When you were growing up, what was your biggest dream?
I wanted to be a singer. I always thought I had a voice because I used to walk around the house singing. But of course, nothing came of it.
What did you end up doing in life?
Get married and had a baby right away. I got married, I was 19. I was 20, I had a baby.
Do you regret not having gone for that? I mean, a lot of people have these similar dreams.
I have no regrets.
They don't go for
it. It's done, it's over with, it's finished, Could have, would have, should have, it's over.
What about someone who's not 105? Who might be saying, I want to be a singer, but now I'm working at a bank, or I want to be this, but I'm not working here. Maybe they're 55, 45.
When you're 55, well, then already you still got your whole life ahead of you.
Yeah.
So in case you don't like what you're doing, try to do something that you like more, change. When you're young enough to change. When you get old, you're too old to change. But when you're younger, you could change.
How do you build the courage to do that? Because that's scary.
Well, it's all up here. It's how much you want it. If you want it enough, go for it. Because if you don't do it when you're young, you're not going to do it when you're old.
Yeah. And then you'll have regrets.
You have a dream, you want to stick to it. Give it a shot.
What if it's hard, though? You just keep going?
Yeah, It's hard.
A lot of people who are around my age, 25, 30, feel very lost in life. I mean, even older than that, feel lost in life. For the person who's lost in life, trying to figure it out, what advice would you give to them?
Well, when you're younger, sometimes, you don't know what you want to do. And many times you want to do something, and then when you do it, you don't like it, so you want to do something else. Did you always know you wanted to be what you are?
No, I used to work at a bank on a trading floor, and I hated that. Well, I started journaling, actually. I started journaling, asking myself who I am and what I want, and I realized that I did not want to work in that bank job. You think people should take more risks in life?
Only if it's safe. If it's not safe, absolutely not.
So you were married before?
I was married before.
Were you married?
I had one husband and that was it.
How long did that last?
How long did it last? Until he died. It lasted. I was married, I was 19, and then he died. I remember when he died. I didn't know he was going to die because he used to pass out. And then they called me from the hospital. Your husband is in the hospital. I come over to see him, and the doctor said, "Sit down, I want to talk to you." He sat down and he's looking at me. He says to me, "I have sad news for you. Your husband died." He had a massive heart attack. One heart attack, boom, out.
How old is he?
80.
Yeah, so almost 60 years together.
Too many years even to remember.
What do you think contributed to you guys spending almost 60 years together? I'm assuming this was a happy marriage.
Yeah, it was a good
but
marriage.
Most marriages fail. Most don't last that long. Yours lasted quite a long time.
Oh, yeah.
What was the secret to
Yeah,
that?
he was a good guy. What was the secret? No secret. Well, we used to fight. We get to talk to each other. That's all. We sleep in the same bed. He would turn his ass to me. I would turn my ass to him. And that was the end. There was no secret.
Why do you think most marriages fail then?
They don't give it a chance. That's why. Divorce is very prevalent, It's easy. It's easy to get married. It's easy to get a divorce. It's not like years ago. Years ago, if you had a child, you don't get a divorce when you have a child. So the babies are the ones that keep marriages many times together years ago.
Do you think people don't try hard enough or they give up too easily?
They don't give it a chance because the women today make money. Money is the root of all evil. And because the women today make money, they don't give the marriage many times a chance. Women today are more independent than the men are, which is a good thing. Good thing.
So you're with your husband almost 60 years. Can you define the word love for me?
Define the word love? I'll define the word respect. Because love goes two ways. You could hate someone that you could love. It's easy. It's two emotions. That's why divorce is, the divorce. Overlook is the word. Overlook the faults, which is not easy to do, especially when a woman makes money. And she says, "I don't have to put up with this.
Yeah.
I can make more money than he makes and get a divorce."
Right. What was the best time of your life? What period of your life?
I don't know. I guess it's now, the present. I remember one time my brother was an usher in the movies. And when we came out, it started to snow. And I remember when the snow just falls, it's so white, it's so clean. And he was an usher, so we went to the movies free. So when we walked home, I was the first one to walk in the snow. I remember that incident. It was nice. It was nice. I'll tell you, we were poor people. We had nothing, but we were happy. I guess it depends on your home life. I had a wonderful mother. Her whole life was her children. My father was busy doing his thing, but my mother was the whole life. It was her children. She was a wonderful woman. She died, she was 60. I'm 105 and I'm still here. So how do you answer that? How do you figure that? You can't figure that.
If you could go back in time and talk to your 25-year-old self, so 1945, you could talk to yourself, knowing what you know today, what advice would you give to her?
I would never get married when I was so young, because what the hell was my hurry? I was 19. I had a baby when I was 20. What was my hurry? I would have waited, because there are things I wanted to do, which I never did.
When do you think is the right time to get married?
Depends on the times, depends on the times.
What is a truth that you have learned about life that
I learned about life?
Yeah, that you wish more people understood?
It's really not up to you.
Yeah.
It depends what fate has in store for you. Because I believe in fate. If fate has in store that you should live a long life, you will.
What are some things we can do to just be happier, enjoy life, all that?
I mean, treat people the way you want people to treat you. Be nice. Yeah. So easy to be nice to somebody.
Thank you.
That's my advice.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, guess what? We actually released the full-length interview, every single second of advice, on our podcast channel, Seeds of Success. You can check out the full interview by clicking the link right over here and subscribing. Thanks again, and see you next week.